bit. Winnie, as you know, is the last born and of course the youngest in Raila's home. Now, I'll write on the protocol that is already established. I want to thank all of you for coming here. I want to thank the leaders that we see here. Now, when we come to a time like this, when we are mourning, everybody who came here came because they love us, and that is why they are here. Otherwise, I know there are some people who love us who are not here, but they send their condolences and they're praying for us wherever they are. We thank them also. There's nobody who came here who we call an enemy. They are all friends, and very good friends. The other time when I was talking in Nairobi, I told you in politics there are no enemies. Don't be cheated that because so and so don't like this person, therefore I should not like him because he's an enemy. There are no enemies, because those people you think are on the wrong side, check these leaders. Tomorrow you'll find them hugging and talking together. So if you hold them as enemies, you'll be lost. So thank you so much for that. Now to the church, thank you for being here. Thank you for conducting. I know you're going to conduct this service. We can't take you for granted. I know we have many friends whom I cannot mention. I know we have many relatives who I cannot mention them by name, but we are one thing, and thank you. Now, let me say something about my sister-in-law, Beryl. It is not easy to talk about Beryl. I first met Beryl when I was at the University of Nairobi. Beryl came in when I was doing my third year. She was a pretty girl. She was eloquent, full of life. Anything, everything goes for Beryl. But then, Beryl also happened to have been Raila's sister. By then, we were not married with Raila. And she was friendly to everybody and very generous. I'll tell you one thing that she did in her generosity. We are then living at the box, that is the women's halls of residence. And she used to come to my room to talk to me, and Beryl had a battalion of friends, so many that we could not keep pace. And one funny thing that Beryl did at that time, one time there was a wedding in town, famous wedding. I'll not tell you who, but it was a wedding. Yeah? And everybody had to go to that wedding. I also went to wedding. But as we were at the wedding, in the evening there was dancing. And she was a good dancer too, you've been told. And I saw somebody wearing a dress just like mine. Exactly like mine. And I was wondering, this dress looks like mine. But I made this dress. Those times we used to stitch our own clothes sometimes. In the end, when we went back, I told her, Cheng, I saw somebody, and I think that was your friend, wearing a dress like mine. And she said, you know, she didn't have something nice to wear. So I went to your wardrobe, took your dress and gave her. And that's what she was wearing. She was so generous that, and so free with her friends. That was Beryl. Later on, as we continue to live together, Beryl was a loving person. I remember when I first had Fidel, Beryl would always come and hold the baby. And what she used to like to do is to smell Fidel's mouth and say, the mouth is smelling of milk. And I said, of course, that's what it takes. So that was Beryl. She loved all these children and generous. When she finally moved to Zimbabwe, every time Beryl came home, we knew there were a lot of goodies for the children in that home. So she was a wonderful person, a very loving person. To make the long story short, towards the end, when Beryl had come back from Zimbabwe and was working in town, and Beryl fell sick. I one time went to see her in hostel. She could not talk. She had all these gadgets. And I was very disappointed. And there I found Taurai and Ami. Those are the children. When I went back, I told Raila, don't go and see Beryl now. She's okay. Because I didn't want Raila to see Beryl in that condition. I knew it would kill him because they were very close. When Raila went to India, and of course you know what happened, he passed away there. I told the family once again, don't tell Beryl that Raila has passed on. I don't know whether they kept that promise. Each one of them, I don't know whether you kept that promise. Personally, I didn't want to go and see her because I knew I would not stand the pain. But somehow, somebody must have revealed the secret to her. And here we are today. We are sending Beryl to go and be with her maker. Soon after, we had just sent Raila. I had not had time I was still mourning Raila. Now mourning Beryl. I think with the Odingas, I don't know, but you know how we feel. So when people are urging us to do certain things, please leave us alone. Leave us for a little while. Because what has just happened to us is very painful. I know the world must continue, and I know work must continue. In our family, the Odinga family, the head of the family is Dr. Odinga. Apart from the family, there's ODM, and the people of ODM have spoken. The people of ODM have spoken here. The party leader of ODM is Dr. Odinga. So those writing in the stories in Facebook, party leader until is Dr. Odinga. And please, let us keep it like that. Let us keep it like that for the time being. To the many friends of the family, thank you very much for being here. Jodalawa, I'm very disappointed. Kananoka young people go koko. Please, such a moko benetero rumors. The best thing that you young people can do, there's going to be elections in 2027. Make sure you have an identity card. If you don't have an identity card, go and register and have an identity card. Secondly, register as a voter. And that will make your work so easy. You'll not even run after anybody. If you have an identity card and a voting card, you'll simply go to the station and choose a leader that you want. Isn't it? There's no need of pushing and pulling when leaders are coming here to show us that they are popular. Leaders leaders are popular. We know that. Don't make a lot of noise to show us that. Ya onyithindwa terie urumos wahero. But not only that, you are our future. So we want you to be people of good conduct, people who understand what's going on, and good people to lead us in the future. Thank you very much, and may God bless you all.
Erokamano ahinya min piny. An bende akwayo party leader gi jotendwa mag party gi family mar Jokogingo Odinga ne abende awache matin kabisa. Awach koso ki awache.